Hello friends, today we are going to derive the value of dimensional change in the thin cylinder in terms of circumferential strain, longitudinal strain and volumetric strain. So first of all, if cylinder having the internal pressure P diameter as a D, length of cylinder as a small l and thickness of the cylinder as a T. So we know that the circumferential stress sigma C can be written as pressure diameter by twice the thickness, and longitudinal strain can be written as pressure diameter by 4 times thickness. Now if del D and del L is assumed as change in diameter and length, then first if we put the E1 or strain 1 as a circumferential strain, then it can be written as sigma C stress divided by modulus of elasticity, as we know that by Hooke's law stress is directly proportional to strain. So stress is equal to modulus of elasticity into strain. So strain is equal to stress by modulus of elasticity. So for circumferential strain it is sigma C by E. Now if we focus on change in diameter and change in length, then circumferential strain is written as del D by D as a E1, and while change in the diameter it also affect the longitudinal strain, so sigma L by M E. Now let us put the value of sigma C and sigma L in this equation. We will have now taking PD by 2T as a common value, we will have the raised part as a 1 minus 1 by 5 m. Now PD by 2T can be written as sigma C. So sigma C by E into 1 minus 1 by 5 m is equal to circumferential strain. So for the calculation of circumferential strain or change in the diameter, we will have equation change in diameter by original diameter is equal to sigma C by E into 1 minus 1 by twice m, where 1 by m is nothing but mu as a Poisson ratio. Now going ahead for the calculation of E2 as a longitudinal strain, and it is written as del L by L, which is equal to sigma L by E minus sigma C by M E as described in E1 equation. So let us put value of sigma L as a PD by 4T, sigma C as a PD by 2T. Now PD by 2TE as a common value, so raised value is 1 by 2 minus 1 by m. Now PD by 2T is sigma C, hence E2 can be written as sigma C by E into 1 by 2 minus 1 by m. So change in the diameter and change in the length can be calculated by these two equations. Now let us go for the volumetric change. As now let us focus on change in the volume. So we can say that the change in volume can be written as final volume after the change minus initial volume. Now final volume or volume of cylinder can be written as the cross sectional area into length. So if the final diameter is equal to original diameter plus del d and final length is L plus dl, then the final volume can be written as pi by 4 d plus del d square into L plus del L minus pi by 4 d square into L. Now solving this term, first of all, d plus del d whole square is d square plus del d square plus 2 times d into del d into L plus del L as a constant value minus pi by 4 d square into L. Now limiting up this bracket, we will have pi by 4. Now first of all, d square into L plus pi by 4 d square into del L. For second term, it is pi by 4 del d square into L plus pi by 4 del d square into del L. Now next term is plus pi by 4 into 2 times d del d into L plus pi by 4 into 2 d del d into del L and minus pi by 4 d square L is as it is. Now observing the equation, pi by 4 d square L minus pi by 4 d square L is cancelled. Now from the rest part, if we focus on the smaller value, then del d is very small and any smaller value square is very small. So the pi by 4 del d square L is neglected. Similarly, del d square into del L, which is very smaller to the value, hence it is also neglected. Del d into del L multiplication is very small, hence it is also neglected. So the remaining part is pi by 4 d square into del L. Now these two terms are neglected. Rest part is pi by 4 into 2 as a twice pi by 4 into d into L into del d, and this part is neglected. So our del v value is nothing but pi by 4 d square into del L plus 2 times pi by 4 dl into del d, while neglecting very smaller values from above equation. Now we have to calculate the volumetric change. And it can be written as EV, which is equal to del V by V. Now we know that del V value is divided by, now original volume is pi by 4 d square L. Now observing this equation, we have del V by V as a, now from first term pi by 4 d square is cancelled, so rest part is del L by L, and from second term pi by 4 one time d and one time L is removed, so rest part is twice del d by d. Now we know that from above calculation del L by L can be written as E2, and del D by T, which can be written as E1. So E1 is equal to del D by D and E2 is equal to del L by L as a longitudinal and circumferential strain. So del V can be calculated by equation V into, now del L by L is equal to E2 twice del D by D as a E1. So volumetric change can be calculated by equation del V is equal to volume of original thin cylinder into E2 plus twice E1. Thank you.